I never really wanted to make this video. I've thought about it a bunch of times and I just thought, no, I just can't do it. I don't want to do it. And I shouldn't have to make this video. I shouldn't have to make a video like this, but you know what? I'm gonna do it. And okay, so I have lipedema. Okay, I've said it. Okay, lipedema, if you do not know what that is, it is a progressive chronic fat disorder. It's actually a disease that has no cure. It is extremely painful, and it is what I have, okay? It is a buildup of fat in the legs, arms in some cases, but it's mostly the legs and the buttocks, the thighs, you know. I got this lipedema after I had my daughter. It normally comes on, the onset is through puberty, which I think I maybe had a little bit, but not really a lot. It was not until after I had my daughter, and after I had my daughter, I literally, you know, there was a few years it was like, you know, like I was fighting the weight a little bit, and then all of a sudden within 6 months I gained from like, you know, I gained like 70 kilos in 6 months, and it was all in my legs. To be a person who tries so hard to, you know, be healthy, lose weight, you know, like my entire life I've been, you know, on a diet, literally, you know, from a young child. I had my father at me constantly about my weight. You're so fat, you know, why are you so fat? Look how much you're eating. You know, we weren't eating junk food when I was a kid, but I was fat, and I was tormented all my life. Through school, I was tormented, absolutely tormented. You know, through my, you know, after school, you know, through my young adult years, I was tormented still, you know. And I wasn't even that big back then, but you know, I was absolutely tormented every single day of my life. I didn't know why I was like I was. I just felt like it must be because I'm eating too much. It must be because I'm not moving enough. It must be because, you know, it must be because I'm lazy. You know, people tell you you're lazy, you're a slob, you're disgusting, and you start to believe it. And I really believed it. I started to believe it, and even now I fight against hearing that. In my mind, I fight against hearing myself, you know, you're disgusting, you know, like, and I hear it in my mind all the time because it's what everyone thinks I am, and it annoys me. It makes me so freaking mad. So it wasn't until a few years ago that a doctor said to me, you have lipedema, and I was like, what's this, you know? And I didn't understand at first until I went home and I looked it up. And he said to me, you know, it's not your fault, you have a disease. You are fat because you have a disease, it's not your fault. And I still hear his voice saying that, but I still feel like it is my fault. It is my fault. And constantly people put me down for my size and constantly judge me and think that I'm at home eating McDonald's and at home eating candy. But I can tell you I'm not, you know. So, lipedema. Okay, so it's a chronic progressive fat disorder. Some people progress faster than others. Some people have just a little bit and they do not progress. They just have lippy legs, they call them, and they have to wear compressions for their entire life. This is a no cure disease. There is no cure for this. So these people, they wear compression bandages, compression stockings, you know. They have the other things to help with it is lymphatic massages, where, you know, you get massages to literally milk the gland, so you know, to try and help with the swelling, but it doesn't remove the lipedema fat. The only cure in some regards, which is not even a cure, it's the only way to remove the lipedema fat. And I'm going to be faced with this. I'm going to lose all my fat up the top and around my belly, but I'm not going to lose my legs. My legs are always going to be here, and that's something I'm going to have to deal with. The only way to remove this lipedema fat from my legs is water jet liposuction. and it's expensive. I'm never going to have the chance to do that. So I'm literally stuck with, honestly, it's like a tumor. It's like a fat tumor that's spreading. It's like engulfing my body, and it literally, that's what it's doing. It's working its way up my legs, you know, like it's like I'm losing myself to my fat, and it feels like I'm suffocating. And people who have lipedema, you know, eventually a lot of people who have it become immobile because your legs are so heavy and it's so hard to move, so you move less, and you're told to move less. You're told to lay down, keep your legs elevated for most of the day, keep them up for as long as you possibly can. You know, there's only so many hours you can lay in bed with your legs above, you know, your head before, you know, you start to gain weight and more weight. And, you know, that's what happened to me, you know, like I gained a heap of weight in my legs, but the last bit of weight, you know, was literally in my stomach and around it, because I can't physically do what everyone else can do. What, you know, I can't do it. My legs are so heavy, and it's hard. It's hard living with something that I know is never going to go away. It's hard knowing that no matter what I do, I'm always going to have this disease. People are always going to look down on me. Like today, what set me off was, there was a comment on my video saying there's no way you can be 100% vegan and be gaining weight. Anyway, it just broke my heart, because I know that that's what everyone thinks. And to have someone say it, how fucking cruel. That woman is a cruel fucking bitch, and I don't care that that's awful to say about someone, but you know what? People like you are the reason that people with diseases or people who are overweight go and kill themselves because they can't handle it anymore. You know, I fight every fucking day to get out of bed. Every single day I fight against my demons in my mind. The demons that are telling me you can't do it anymore, it's too much. You're never gonna get, you know, you're never gonna get healthy and lose weight because you have this thing that's engulfing your entire body. And I've got to live with all this shit that's going on in my own mind, but then to have other people down me as well. You know what? It's hard enough living in this body. It's hard enough living with the disease that's taking over me, let alone have people that are so fucking cruel. It does it. It makes me just want to die, and I feel like it's so much. I just wish it was. I wish it was over so much. I was trying to be really positive today, and so I can have a good Mother's Day tomorrow, but honestly, I don't feel like a good mum. Things that people say to me, it gets in my mind, and like to say that there's no way you're 100% vegan. Being vegan is something that I've become so passionate about. My whole family now are officially vegan. We don't buy cow's milk. As of last week, we stopped buying cow's milk. That was the last thing we bought because my husband was drinking it. My whole family is completely vegan, and I'm so freaking proud of being vegan. But to have someone say that there's no way that you're vegan just breaks my heart, because I know that that's what everyone's thinking. Honestly, I don't know if I can keep going in life itself, and I hate to say it. I hate to say that I really feel like I can't keep going and living. It feels so hard sometimes. It just feels so hard, and there's always those fucking assholes who have something to say, you know, and they don't know me. They don't know what I'm doing. They don't know what my body's like. They have no fucking idea. So diet and exercise does not affect the lipedema fad. So even though I'm trying really freaking hard, I'm probably not gonna lose that much. I mean, I can probably lose a bit more off the top half. But I'm gonna be fat forever, and I know it. And I don't want to be. I try so hard. You guys don't see all the things I do. You don't see it. And to have someone just, well, you know what? This is what it feels like when you say shit to someone that's fat and you don't really know, you know, this is the effect. It makes me want to die, and I hate that someone's comment could just affect me so much, but it does. That's why I don't go out of my house, because everyone thinks like that. Everyone does, and I know they do. And you know what? Even if everyone doesn't, maybe there's 10% who don't, maybe. The 10%'s not enough to be judged by all these other people. The chances you're going to come across one of the 10% people is so low. I never wanted to make this video. I never wanted to say, well, you know, I'm fat because I have a chronic fat condition. I have a disease that makes me fat. I never wanted to make it as an excuse, because it feels like it shouldn't be an excuse, but you know, it actually is. But I don't want to use it as an excuse, you know, like I shouldn't have to use it as an excuse. And you know, there's so many fat people out there who have different struggles, not necessarily a disease or whatever. They have different struggles that are making them have trouble losing weight. And you know, I never wanted to say, you know, this is my reason, because I don't want to bring other people's reasons any less important than mine, because so many people have so many different bodies and so many reasons why they're not losing weight. Or honestly, I just every single day of my life I'm in pain. Every single day of my life my fat throbs and hurts. It's hard to keep going. It's hard, you know, like it's hard to not live off painkillers, and you know, it's hard to just get by day to day. It's hard to get up. It's hard to sit down. It's hard to even laying in bed. I just lay there in so much pain, and I've learned to just smile and forget the pain, you know. Just smile, it makes it all better. But you know, behind my smile, I'm in so much friggin' pain, not just physically but mentally, because the people in this world are so fucking cruel, and I fucking hate it. So to the stupid bitch who left that comment on my channel, you don't fucking know me, and how fucking dare you. Congratulations on fucking my day, making me feel like I just fucking can't handle doing it anymore. Thank you for making me feel like a piece of fucking shit.